Good morning. This video is about starting some plants from seeds indoors, and this is what I call seed porn. These bags are just loaded down, and when I was going through doing the care packages, I chose which ones I wanted to start early and put them in a little bag. And here's my setup. I modified a cart. The grow light was just a little bit too wide. I usually have a ramp, so this cart gets wheeled in and out of the house. When it's too cool, it has a grow light in the indoors, but when it's sunny and or a mild rain and a good temperature, they get wheeled outside, in and out, right from the very start. And here is a little volunteer endive, and I just stuck the basil seed pods that I had already sifted in the soil. See, the pods are here, and here's all the little basil sprouting, and they'll have to be separated and given some space. But here's what I do. If the soil has been outside and is wet, I like to wet the soil before putting seed instead of putting seed in and then wetting. Sometimes the seeds move, or if they're small and light, they float directly to the top. And this is a little bit messier as I'm doing this, but I don't have time to be spritzing and watering careful, so I just dump the water in there and make sure it gets good and saturated. Now, see the dry spots right here and then the wet spots? This pot had actually dried out, and the soil will have a hard time retaining the water. There's another huge dry spot. So I dump water in, mix it, dump it, mix it. And it's good to let it sit for about 30 minutes and then come back and water it again. And when the soil is very dry, you get a lot of water that just runs straight through. The soil's not holding it. So I have a little drop cloth here. But eventually this whole cart will be filled with pots. It's 3 tiers. Let me see if I could get that in. 3 tiers. And just load it down with all kind of starts. And this is my labeling method. Popsicle sticks. One of these days I'm going to do something more permanent with a permanent marker. These are the Jumbo Craft sticks. And I write the name of the variety on the front. And then on the back, I put how many seeds, because like I said, I'm always concerned about proper germination rates. So I'm going to start some beet mix and some spinach and some herbs and some more tomato varieties. But like I said earlier, I don't make a judgment upon the plant when it first sprouts. I sprout them. I plant them all into the garden. At the time in the garden, I'll section, put the big ones towards the center, the smaller ones towards the outside. And if they're cross-pollinating and I really see weaklings that they need a male and female on a separate plant, then I'll weed those smaller plants out before they are allowed to spread the pollen or be receptive to pollen. But if they are inbreeding plants like lettuce, I let them all go, because who cares if the lettuce is enormous or if it's, just small. It's all edible. And then I only let the biggest go to seed. So that's pretty much the method. You put the seeds in, label it, and then a big piece of saran wrap will go across the top of the pots. As soon as they emerge, then it comes off, and the light is lowered to right above the pots. This doesn't throw heat, so you don't have to worry about that. But get it right really close, within an inch of the plants, and then it's on a drawstring here. See, it's called Jump Start, and then it raises and lowers with this little mechanism. So I also have spot grow lights, and the tomatoes are in the other room with some other plants. And here we'll take a quick run through. But it's unbelievable. I got the house in order. We did 6 truckloads, 17-foot truckloads in 2 days, just Michael and I. And we had some cooler weather. These guys were outside, but here's the tomatoes. and I just wanted to check to see if my one Turk's turban squash seeds that I had collected were viable. A citrus, all kind of citrus trees, and there's my pineapple start. And the pineapple that I took this from was just absolutely delicious. Cut its top off, clean it off, boom, set it right in the soil and keep it wet. Like I said earlier, it takes a long time to root these, but you just be patient and it pays off. And, you know, like I said, got the house in order, a little bit more stuff to be done. Artwork up on the walls, looking good. Fresh paint job, scrubbed down from top to bottom. Here's my workstation. That's a big piece of furniture right there. That's a studio easel. I'm glad it fits in here. It's so tall. And moving right along. We're doing great. All right, I'll talk to you soon. I got the yard tilled up a little bit. The nursery bed, soil's being brought in next week. Lots of videos so you can follow along from starting the seed to harvesting the seed. Keep growing. Hope you're well. Talk to you soon. Bye.